Good afternoon, dear colleagues. Now the information about the events that happened in the ATO area and about training of Ukrainian armed forces. The Lugansk area. The day started with the military clash near Novozvanivka. Military actions lasted for half an hour without losses, and then the enemy violated ceasefire in Novoalexandrivka and Krymsk. One of the shelling was mortar shelling. On the whole, in the Lugansk area, yesterday there were 8 shellings delivered by the enemy, including 1 with the use of heavy weaponry and 1 military clash. The Donetsk area, there were military actions in Svetlodarska Bulge and Avdiivka production area. The enemy used mortars twice. Traditionally, some of the shellings were long-term, more than 2.5 hours. On the whole, in the Donetsk area, during the last 24 hours, there were 5 enemy shellings, including 2 with the use of mortars. Mariupol area. Large-scale shelling delivered by the enemy at the coastline area. Pavlopil-Shirokina, part of front line. The enemy launched about 40 mortar mines of different caliber at our positions and also artillery shells. The main shelling was during twilight in the period between 3 to 5 p.m. Yesterday, the militants shelled Mariinka checkpoint, and that's because of this they stopped temporarily its work. Also, the militants violated ceasefire in Dokuchaevsk. In Krasnogorovka, it was calm yesterday. On the whole, during the last 24 hours in the Mariupol area, there were 23 enemy shellings, including 9 with use of heavy weapons. During the last 24 hours, in the result of the military actions, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed, but 5 were wounded. That happened in the course of shellings delivered by the enemy. SBU prevented creation of Russian special forces that were trying to create network of agents among Ukrainian Marines to get information about military units of Ukraine, results of mobilization, and military orders, and also about cooperation of Ukrainian armed forces with NATO members. But the prevailing majority of the Marines informed SBU at once about the attempts of Chief Intelligence Department of Russia to recruit them. And 2 former Ukrainian servicemen were sentenced for long terms for state treason, and 30 criminal proceedings are now on the way. SBU documented facts of intimidation of relatives of Ukrainian servicemen who are staying in the territory of the occupied Crimea. Russian special services use favorite methods of their predecessors, that is, physical violence. Ukrainian law enforcement detained informer of the militants in Lugansk Oblast. He collected the data about Ukrainian positions in Adarsk region and provided it to the militants. In the course of search of his place of residence, the law enforcement confiscated terminals and cards of mobile operator that confirm illegal activity of this person. One more militant returned to peaceful life through the program of the SBU that is called They Wait For You Back Home. He was serving in auto patrol of DPR. He witnessed inhumane treatment of subordinates by militants, and that's why he decided to leave the militants. The former militant informed the law enforcers of Ukraine about his illegal activities, and the court released the man from criminal responsibility. The President of Ukraine awarded ATO participants 56 servicemen got awards for courage displayed in the battles in Avdiivka, Piski, Opetne-Vodene. 39 servicemen were awarded with orders and medals posthumously, and 17 those who were wounded. Ukrainian forces had some artillery training, and the students of faculty of missile forces of the National Academy of Land Forces, named after Petro Sagaidachny, had some firing training with the use of mortars and self-propelled system. And all the teachers of the faculty are the participants of ATO, so they share their experience in course of training. And in Nikolsky region in Donetsk, there is a firing ground, and they had some training. And the Typhoon police force were trained there. They were trained how to deactivate anti-personnel mines. And 19 trucks went through Novotroitsky-Mayorsk checkpoint, bringing humanitarian help. These are 200 tons of food and hygienic and medicines, and this is all for the residents of occupied territories. Thank you. If you have questions, please ask. Thank you.